Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to MRC. It is the Tier 4 boys having their turn around Qatar today. It is Baby Hornet here with you today, and I am joined by none other than Saviour himself. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Good evening. I'm good. And you?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm really looking forward to this. Qatar is hands down one of my all-time favorite tracks.
I agree. I completely understand. If you have a good setup and you feel really like self, you have a lot of trust in your car, then you can really push it and
Yeah.
get into a flow state with these beautiful corners. And yeah, I
And what's
agree. It's
really
one of my
nice about
favorites
this
as well.
track, this is a hot take right now, okay? But
hmm
I think this is one of the most flowing tracks on the calendar.
hmm Yeah, I agree. That's that's what I mean with the nice corners. I think that might be because I think it's a moto bike race track
Yes,
from MotoGP, and yeah, they need corners like that.
they
So,
do, yeah.
but the problem is the only part where you can really overtake is on the long straight, because
Unless you're willing
other
to
than
make a
that, it must.
really daring send.
Yeah, yeah, you can, and if you trust your opponent, then you can do it.
Yeah,
But you always need to take care of each other, otherwise, this track is really difficult. Just
exactly.
into turn one.
But here we go. Let's go on board with Scottish Mav for the first qualifying lap of the day. So you're going to brake super, super late here, just after the 50 metres. Trail braking really helps here. Down to fourth gear, get on the throttle nice and early. Very light braking zone here, down to fifth, fourth if you need the rotation. Then you're flat all the way around here. Again, 50 metres is all you need for braking here, down to sixth gear, possibly fifth again if you need the rotation. You don't need to lift off the throttle completely there. 50 metres down to third gear. Keep it nice and tight and then pull it out wide and get on the throttle nice and early. Again, very late here, 50 metres just after if you're very, very confident, down to fourth gear. He used a lot of the blue there, which was a little bit risky, but he kept it nice. Then flat round here. That little line by there is your braking zone, ideally down to fourth gear, and get on the throttle. Then this is the really, really fun bit of the track. This is flat if your setup is right. Right in seventh, possibly down to sixth here. But he keeps it in seventh and does that very nicely. 50 metres, you shift down to sixth, you do not need to brake and chuck it in. 50 metres down to fourth gear and get on the throttle soon. You can run out really wide, so do not invalidate your lap. And here he comes for a 1:23.9. That is not a bad little banker lap.
Though the banker lap is not too bad, and neither was your commentary. I could listen to that like ASMR as a podcast. Yeah,
Oh,
a voice like a
22.5 from
pillow.
Boris.
Lando Boris, 22.5. Yeah, indeed. Just 1.2 seconds quicker than Heavy T.
Good grief.
That's
That's a
crazy.
pretty good banker lap, to be honest.
100%.
I managed a 21.9 on Monday, and I'm supposed to be a tier 1, so that puts a little bit of context into that one for you.
Yep. But what happened to your good friend Connor?
My good friend Connor has a quali ban,
Oh.
so has retired in the pits.
I see. So he's been a naughty boy on track.
He's been very, very naughty. He's one of those ones you have to keep your eye on, is Mr. Connor Hardy.
All right, so he's on the last to first challenge today. It's gonna be
We shall
interesting.
see. Big kick from It's Owen, and I have no idea how he didn't invalidate there, because that looked 4 wheels off to me. You got very, very lucky there. So, oh, no, never mind.
Now
He's validated it now.
We've got Erky Boy a little behind.
Yeah,
Also on the
just jumped on board of him. Could have done with opening up that corner just a smidge, but overall not too bad on the entry there. Looks like a very lively setup.
And he has a lot of ERS left.
Yeah, the Tier 4s don't seem to be using a lot of ERS around this track.
Maybe they have it on automatic.
I don't think we have that setting allowed.
Ah, okay, yeah. Okay.
23.9 though,
But
not
nice
a bad lap.
Yep. No, really good lap. P3, the Mercedes boys looking quick. P2 and P3. And then the kick Sauber guys, Scottish Math, Blood Magic.
Yeah.
Looking really quick, in a good position.
Let's see what Darth Tims can do, because he's been very, very competitive in Tier 4 this season.
Indeed. Yeah, currently on P4 in the championship.
31.8 is not a bad first sector, actually.
Oh, Lando Morris? Oh no, Adam the Sweet, P2.
Oh, yes.
5. We're getting closer to Lando Morris.
Slowly but surely.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Darth Tims. Went all the way down to second gear there, which is an interesting choice. I think he's doing a double warm-up. He's on 100% ERS.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll come back to him. I didn't notice he was doing a double warm-up till I saw that he was in second gear on a fourth gear corner. 30.6 first sector from Brindle. Now that's a pretty competitive first sector.
Yep. Oh, a little deep.
A little deep there, but keeps it on track and manages to get an alright exit. Heavy T has left the session.
Hopefully he can come back.
Hopefully.
In time.
58.5 middle sector again. This is looking pretty competitive. But look at his ERS, all the way down on 5%. He's got nothing for this final sector.
Oh, that was too much.
Yeah, there you go.
Unfortunate. Now, yeah, he needs a pit. He cannot go for another run now. Oh, he's going for another run. Interesting.
Darth Tims has invalidated.
Oh. Yeah, easily done here on this track.
Yeah, I racked up quite a few penalties on Monday, I'm not going to lie, because I just stopped caring about the race and just pushed 100% the whole way, so ended up with something like 18 or 21 seconds of penalties.
Oh, you made more than me.
I know.
Was 16.
And I didn't even have a 10-second in there. That was just pure 3-second penalties piling up.
Just exploring a little bit.
Oh,
That's good.
Reinventing the track, showing them what they meant to design the track as.
Yeah, we need creative heads. That's good.
Absolutely.
And I mean, if you look IndyCar races, they don't have track limits. They all use the lines they want.
Yeah, absolutely. I just like to say that I'm taking the fan boost line on a track that was not designed for fan boost.
If it helps, it's good.
Gives you a good exit, but it doesn't necessarily help with track limit penalties.
It's true.
And let's see what Metalhead Matt's going to do. He looks like he's on a push lap here. 59.1 at the middle sector. It's not bad. Looks very, very tidy through the triple right-hander. This looks like a man who might be carrying a little bit more wings for stability, is what I meant to say, until my brain just had a complete and utter meltdown.
Ashley Bassman on P2.
23.7 for Metalhead Matt. That's a really good lap.
Beautiful lap, Ashley. Nice one, man. Looking quick.
Blurred Magic improves by 1,000th of a second.
Well, it's an improvement.
Baby steps.
We have Lando Boris just finishing the second sector. He's like 3.5 tenths quicker.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
He's going to go quicker than me at this rate on Monday.
Denko on P2.
At 22.9.
We're
getting
closer.
closer. Yes, baby.
But he's trying to run away. Beautiful, nice corner.
That was
going to be an
lovely
improvement.
final corner.
21. Not
22-1.
Nice lap. Nice lap.
He's
Lando.
desperate to try and beat my
Morris.
time.
Yep.
Who's on a
He's
lap?
on it.
Surely someone's on a lap. Come on.
Got
There you go.
magic and
Owen J,
validated.
4 tenths up.
There we go.
Oh, no, he's just
I know
coming
what
to the end
that-
of his
yeah,
first
yeah,
sector. So
yeah.
Oh, no. I'm confused. I am Confucian.
Yeah, he's gonna finish his first sector now, but he's not looking.
He's
to
backed off
be
for some
honest.
reason.
Yeah, I
I'm not
think
sure
so.
why. You've
Yeah,
got an
yeah.
Alpine approaching quick, so I would get out of the way, Owen, if I were you. There you go. Right, now, which Alpine is it? It's not Josh Boy, so that's Lando Boris. Never mind.
Yeah, he's on an in-lap.
Mr. Sex has retired from the session.
Ooh, he just went into the pits. That's strange.
Can I say how nice it is to have a member of MRC with that name?
It is, especially for the commentators.
Particularly as he's driving a Williams, because we know what the other name for a Williams is, and Mr. Sex is in it.
Connor Hardy.
Yeah, that'll do. Oh dear. Anyway, moving swiftly on from that, everyone's in the pits. Come on, everyone. I think Brindle might be on a lap.
Driving a little. Yep, he is.
He's not looking after his battery very well is the only issue.
Yeah, but he did the same lap before, so he can still improve.
All the way up to P5, to be fair. A little more ERS conservation, and that can be a 22s quite easily.
Yep. That's right.
So let's see what Erky Boy is going to do. I believe he's on a lap.
He is. Now finishing the first sector.
Half a second up. Okay. That's already got him up in P4.
Yep.
So let's see how much further he got. Oh, that was lively through there.
But he missed a little bit. The apex.
Could do with opening up that corner just a smidge, putting 2 wheels over that line, but not a bad exit. Still half a second.
Looking really good.
Oh, didn't quite get the entry right on that final right-hander.
Looking all good. Now the last corner. Take as much speed as you can early on the throttle.
Not too
still
bad.
A little bit cautious, but looking good. And
oh, 8 tenths in the end.
Third.
Very nice. He had a very good final sector.
Yep. But yeah, it looked like as if he didn't go to the limits there, as if he was like keeping it in the limits, which is good, obviously, with the lap.
We've got Ferrari's information. Oh, they're both on an outlap. Okay.
Then go back to P3 now. Scottish Math on P4. Times are coming.
Is Adam Sweet on a lap? I think he is.
P2, sorry, Darth Tim's on P2 now.
Let's see if Adam the Sweet is going to improve, because I've missed most of his lap.
Yeah, he's improving a lot. A 6/10.
Oh, very nice P4. Who else have we got? I think Metalhead Matt has just started his lap. Oh, ran a little wide there. Seems to take that very nicely. 2.5 tenths up. Very good first sector. It's also the other beautiful thing about this track is lap times tend to be quite close. So you find 4 or 5 tenths. You can also find quite a few positions that way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There are some tracks where this happens. But yeah, here in this track it's
7 tenths for Metalhead Matt. This could chuck him up into the top 3 if he gets a really good final sector.
He would be buzzing. Oh
Oh,
no!
he ran so wide. How did that not invalidate?
Because he went off throttle and broke.
I call
Or
hacks.
broke already. Yeah, you're right, actually. That's
But
hacks.
he lost a
He's
lot of
still
time doing
improving.
it, so we'll let him off.
Yeah. P8, not too bad with that mistake. But yeah,
It's the
he's
other thing I
going to
found
be
about this
angry.
track on Monday, on qualifying laps. I could have someone 9 tenths ahead of me on track on a qualifying lap, and the dirty air was still affecting my lap.
Hmm.
The dirty air seems so bad around here.
Hmm. Yeah, I can imagine because of the quick corners where you need the clean air to work the arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did a very un-Baby Hornet thing on Monday and went out very early for my final qualifying lap.
Oh, yeah, that's strange. That's
Because I
rare.
was like, I need the clean air, so I'm going out now.
Hmm. And did it help?
It did. I found about a second on my lap.
Ooh,
Still
nice.
about half a second off my personal best, but baby steps.
But that's normal as well. Always with the pressure of having
Yeah,
to deliver, and that you're not able to just press rewind and do it again or
exactly,
stuff.
yeah.
You always tend to be a little bit behind the PB.
But P3 for Scottish Mav with a 22.8, that is not a bad lap at all.
Nope.
Who else have we got on a lap? I think I saw Brindle was very minorly up on his lap. We'll jump up to Lando Boris in a bit because he looks like he's on a lap.
Yeah, Heavy T is on a lap as well. He trying to improve the championship leader.
Yeah, Heavy T all the way down in P11 that could
Yeah,
be
but
really big for the championship if he doesn't improve.
he's at the moment 7.5 tenths quicker. So
Okay.
he's also around P5, and he's went wide and invalidated.
Oh no. That could be it for Heavy T today.
I think so. Yep, that's it. Ooh,
Here comes
Lando Morris on
Brindle.
P1.
2/10 improvement in the end. I can't see how long is 20 seconds left for Boris to get to the flag. I don't think he's going to make it.
Yeah, and I don't think he needs to make it. I think his time is good enough already.
Well,
All
Daft Tims
respect
is on a
to
lap.
the others.
Let's see if Daft Tims can get anywhere near him today.
Yeah, he can. Definitely he can, but it's going to be very difficult.
He's already down to 40% ERS in the first sector.
Oh, and there he needed to lift because
600ths up, nearly 7, but that's not going to be enough. He needs a really, really good middle sector here and final sector.
Oh.
Got on the power nicely there.
Mm-hmm.
He does just shift down really, really far for that corner. Nearly 2/10 up. He's coming. I'm waiting for the absolute cinema when he sets the exact same time as Lando Boris.
That would be amazing, but he's pretty much out of ERS. So I think it's not going to be enough, but it's still going to be a really good lap.
Ooh, a little bit of a kick
Yeah,
on the exit.
yeah.
22.4 only improved by a
It's a
tenth
good
in the
lap,
end.
but
But
it's
a
a really good
very,
lap.
very good lap, yes.
Yeah, 22.4. Yeah, that's quality.
Yeah, there we go. We have our starting grid, ladies and gentlemen, and Lando Boris is looking pretty solid today. I mean, he always
Yeah,
looks solid, to be fair to him, but he's looking really solid today.
yeah, and he's 10 positions ahead of his championship rival or the championship leader.
Mm.
And if he
Heavy
wants to
T's
have
going to
like a
have a
little
lot
chance.
of work to do from P11.
Yep, definitely.
So there we go. Your starting grid will be Lando Boris on pole, followed by Darth Tim, Scottish Mav, Danko, Adam the Sweet, Erky Boy, Ashlord, Brindle, Metalhead, and Blurred Magic. Then you've got Heavy T, Man, It's Owen, Simba, Owen J, Fire J Rooster, Josh Boy, Mr. Sex, Ivan Danera, and Connor, who had a quali ban. I don't think I'm ever going to get bored of saying Mr. Sex on stream.
So yeah, welcome to the league. I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, indeed. Have a
So he
lovely
might be
time.
new.
But not
Yeah.
too lovely, because your name's... We don't want that.
But yeah, I'm just reading the YouTube comments. Connor wrote Ashley's having a nosebleed because Ashley
Ooh.
Bassman was on P3 for some time. But yeah, he had a
Yeah.
good quali on P7.
Yeah, really
He's
good
really
quality.
making steps. He's improving. It's looking really good. Pace is coming.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what we love to see, is everybody just making those small improvements week on week.
Mm.
So we now have our 5-minute break. Oh, what are you laughing at, Xavier?
He says he's in fact having a nosebleed in stairs.
Well, get it cleared up before the race, bud, because that'll be a little bit distracting.
Well, if it makes you quicker, let it run.
Absolutely.
And yeah, what are your predictions, Simon, for the race?
Hard to say. Lando Boris is looking so quick today. But Darth Timms is a very, very quick racer who can be prone to mistakes at times. If
Yeah,
Darth
he's
Timms
aggressive.
can have a very clean race, it could be very, very close between Darth Timms and Lando Boris.
Agree. So,
Even though he's in P11, I wouldn't count Heavy T out of a top 5, even a podium.
yeah, 100%.
He's got a lot of work to do to get there, but I think it's possible for him.
It is.
What about you? What are your predictions?
You didn't give yours. You cannot trick me.
I was
You're
being
talking good. You're
I was
talking
being
good. But
intentionally vague. I'm going to predict that Lando Boris wins.
So yeah, now I have to choose someone else, and I'm gonna go with who's on P3?
Connor Hardy from P20. No, I'm joking. I can't remember who's on P3. Hang on, I have the stream open. Give me a second. P3 was Scottish Mav.
There we go. Scottish Mav is gonna win it today.
That's a really, really good qualifying from Scottish Mav, to be fair to him.
It is,
so
definitely. Sorry that we haven't paid attention to it too much. But I think you said it once. You said it.
Yeah. I'm not very focused as a human being, so you have to excuse me on that one.
No worries.
Amar in the YouTube
We
chat.
try our best.
That's no excuse. Pepito raced through an earthquake earlier. Sort yourself out, man.
Ooh.
As if someone raced through an earthquake. That's actually crazy. Fair play to them.
Yeah, that's commitment, definitely.
Do you know what? No, I'm gonna ask a follow-up question. It depends how bad the earthquake was. If it was like a tiny little rumble, anyone can work through that. If it's like a full-blown earth-shattering, then yeah, granted, I can respect him.
I respect the commitment either way, because you never know if it might get heavier, even if it's just a small one. So
you're such a nice person, Xavier. Good
race.
grief. There I am being a horrible person, and Xavier just making it absolutely clear that I'm a horrible person.
Well, I got that I didn't need to say it.
It's all right. I've accepted that I'm a horrible person, and that is how I choose to live my life. It's funny that way.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you went through the experience and then you can talk like that. If you went through
I've never
a
raced in an
little
earthquake, but I have been in a house that has had an earthquake happen.
Hey.
It was absolutely devastating. One of my CDs fell out of its bookcase because of it. It was traumatizing. Yeah, really bad earthquake.
I can imagine. Yeah, that's brutal.
So those are the sort of earthquakes that we get in South Wales in the United Kingdom.
They're known.
Yeah, the really, really bad ones, Forget about the stuff in Japan and everywhere.
All right, here we go. So, are you
Simon's
looking
just
forward for F1 in Japan?
Simon is currently doing his best to get us banned from YouTube. Apologies.
But yeah, no, you made the perfect bridge for the real
I
F1 race
did,
in
yes.
Japan.
I'm
Yeah.
very excited for the Japan race because it's always an interesting race. There's normally
Hmm.
something that happens to throw a spanner in the works.
Yeah, and normally the overtaking there was really, really, really hard.
Yeah,
So maybe now with the new battery games we have that are still strange to me, but I think maybe we see more overtakes this year.
yeah. I think it's going to. I think Ferrari is actually going to be really, really good in Japan.
Hmm.
Apart
There's
from the
somebody,
pit straight, there's not many places where Mercedes engine is going to work really well for them.
yeah.
I think this is Ferrari's week.
All right, somebody got his hopium early. That's good.
So let's have a look at the tyre strategy, shall we? And honestly,
Yep.
it's a pretty even split. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on hards and 12 on mediums.
All right, that's pretty split grid.
I'm going to say this is one of those tracks where the strategies don't make a huge difference. There are
Hmm.
tracks where you really, really
Yeah.
don't want to start on hards, but apart from the warm up for the hards, it doesn't make a huge difference which tyre you start on
No,
here.
that's true. That's true. Because first I wanted to say, the undercut still is very powerful, so I would
Yeah.
say medium hard. But what you're saying is completely right. Compared to other tracks, the hard is definitely an option here for starting. Like you say, there are other tracks where you definitely cannot start on hards. But here
And what
is
I
the
would say
possibility.
is the drop off in pace for the hards is so, it happens so slowly.
Hmm.
It's not like some tracks where you reach a certain lap and your pace drops. Your
Yeah,
pace just gradually and gradually and gradually gets slightly and slightly slower.
yeah.
So it's
The tar.
actually, the hard is a great tyre on this track.
Yep. Yep. But the medium is quicker for like 5 or 6 laps. That's the thing. But yeah,
Yeah,
the hard is really, really good and really doable.
yeah.
It's really good here, and it feels like you say really consistent. It's completely predictable, and
Oh, I had a
you
lovely
can
time on my
adapt to that.
hard stint. I mean, I was racing by
Yeah,
myself, but I was having a lovely time.
at least that's good. Oh, we have Erky Boy trying to park really. Oh, they're all doing it. Erky Boy, Brindle, they're all parking
Oh my god, yeah,
really
Brindle is like
already
pointing
facing
himself
toward the left
right
side.
at Ash
Yep,
Lord. Good grief.
exactly.
We know exactly
Want
where
to attack
he's
straight
what
away.
he's aiming for in turn one.
Hmm.
This is going to be an early reminder. Can you all please keep it clean? But here we
Reminder
go.
number one. Here we go.
3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are any minute now away in
Ooh.
Qatar. And it's a pretty decent start for Boris. Oh, Darth Timms gets away really, 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 really well. Can he? But he cannot get the send into turn one. Everyone seems to get away relatively cleanly, actually. Darth
Yeah.
Timms is literally pushing Lando Boris around this first lap. Ooh, Danko runs really, really wide. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a warning already.
Oh, and we have more guys running right. Oh, and contact. We are living, still living. More
Ooh,
contact. Little Williams, Mr. Sachs is having a hard time
stop it. Yeah,
at the
it's
back.
which Williams is that? Oh, Mr. Sex. That's unfortunate.
Hmm.
Connor already up to P17, so he's had a nice little start to the race.
There we go.
Could yet
Putting
manage his
Fire J
last to
Russo
first,
under
although
pressure.
Lando Boris and Darth Timms are slightly pulling away from Danko.
Yeah, he's trying to stay within a second.
Obviously, the last time I was on comms was Australia, and Danko was seriously quick there.
Yep. Yeah, he's still quite new to the league, but he's shown some really good pace and also some really good racecraft. Like
Nice.
he's a really clean and fair driver, trying to make
Good.
give room, and yeah, it's really nice to see how he races.
Or as Erky Boy tries to send it on Ashlord in turn 1. Ashlord's got the outside, but Erky Boy doesn't back out, but can't get the move done into turn 2.
And I just realized Heavy T is already ahead of them. So he's
Oh
made
yeah,
some
Heavy
good
T's had a
progress from
great
the start.
start. This is
Yep.
exactly what he needs early on in this race, is to get the moves done quick.
Mhm.
Let's jump back to Darth Timms, who is holding pretty well to Lando Boris, considering he's in the dirty air. Ooh, a little bit of a lock up there, but still going.
Danko's still trying also, I think, to get back. He's like
He's doing
in
his
between
best.
two groups.
Let's stick with
Yeah.
Darth Timms for the moment and see if he can get a move done down the pit straight. He's not that... He's fallen off a little bit in that triple right-hander. He might not be close enough this lap.
No, I don't think so.
7 tenths is a lot to gain.
Yeah. We have a big train behind Scottish Math from P4 all the way down to P10. If Ashley Bassman can make it back into the DRS, but we have Heavy T going for P7 against Blurred Magic, and Erky Boy against Ashley Bassman.
Yeah, and Heavy
That's
T gets
beautifully
past
around the
Blurred
outside.
Magic.
Nice one.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's a very long pit straight, but the DRS isn't actually that powerful here.
Yeah, but most of the time the guy ahead of you also has DRS, so that's the problem anyways.
But I was thinking more like Darth Timms only gained about 1.5, 2 tenths down the pit straight.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe that's also because of setups. Who knows? Maybe he has higher wings.
Yeah, if you're running low wings, you are so hard to catch down that pit straight.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so hard to pass in the curvy part of the track.
Yeah.
So normally you're good with low wings, but I don't like it too much.
I'm normally an absolute high wing merchant. I will not put my wings down on principle. I changed my principle this week and put my wings right the way down.
Nice. Yeah,
Oh, Adam runs really wide. Sorry, go on.
Darth Timms lost DRS.
Oh, he did.
He's now falling back a little. I think he's having issues with maybe the tires already or the battery.
In that dirty air, his tyres could easily be cooking around here.
Yeah, especially if you're trying your best to pass or catch up.
Yeah.
We have the first time penalty for track limits. Mr.
Yes,
Sex.
indeed. Not a great start for Mr. Sex.
But yeah, he's definitely not going to be the... Well, I said definitely. Of course, it always can happen that they make me lie now. But I think there will be a lot of more penalties coming. On this track, it's so hard to...
Yes, it is very easy to get track limit warnings around this track.
Just you and me made like 32 seconds of penalties together, I think, on Monday. So that's a good showing.
Yeah, that wasn't my finest moment, but not my record. I think my record around here is 32 seconds of track limit warnings.
All right.
If I'd got one more, I'd have probably been disqualified. Oh, Connor Hardy sending it into the triple right-hander. What a move by him. That was a dirty overtake, Mr. Hardy.
Yeah, Danko close up now on Darth Timms. He's on the DRS.
Oh, yes, he has.
Darth Timms really losing a bit of pace now, unfortunately.
I wonder if he's really hurt his tyres in that opening fight with Lando Boris.
Yeah, might be. Maybe the setup is a little bit more aggressive on the tires.
Yeah. Because you can only really take mediums about maximum 11, 12 laps if you use them as for first stint.
Yeah, but Heavy T and Adam the Sweet are really going for it. We're side by side there.
Yeah, they are. Heavy T is so desperate to try and get past these cars.
But Adam the Sweet is defending really good, positioning his car really smart. And,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
very
having a
clean
nice battle.
defending, just putting his car where it needs to be, not giving Heavy T a way through.
Yeah, and since I said that Mr. Sex is not going to be the only guy with a penalty, we're just, getting
Yeah, you
penalties
said
every
that, and
second.
suddenly they
Yeah.
started popping up everywhere. So if you need someone to blame, Tier 4 Savior is your man.
So I'm the track limit penalty guy.
Yep,
Okay, I see.
that's the curse that
But
you do, is track limit
but,
penalties.
but that's easy here in Qatar.
Yeah, it is really, really easy, to be fair. Because a lot of these corners push you out wide on exit anyway.
Yeah, and especially with every lap you put on the on your stint, the tires will wear off more and you will understeer more, and then it's
Exactly.
harder to keep it in between the lines.
I think Scottish Mav is running some really dirty low wings because Brindle is not making a lot of progress on that DRS straight.
And that's the thing since lap 1, so they haven't changed the position yet
No.
once, I think. So yeah, he's definitely having a really quick car on the straights. Or he's managing his battery really good, because
Yeah.
I think he's recharging the whole lap. You can see the train forming behind him every time he's on sector 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then towards sector 3 he just gets his little breathing room.
See, this is where I think super clipping is going to be so interesting in the new game. If they code that in properly, that is going to be a game changer in the early season for those who get the hang of it quickly and those who don't.
What happened to Erky Boy? Did I miss something? Because he's just now... Or were they on P10 the whole time?
I don't think Oh, there was a bit of contact!
Oh, but nice save from Ashley Bassman. I thought he's going into the wall. Oh, but that's unfortunate. He was
and he's
such
gone.
a nice...
Bit of light contact. I think he might be okay.
Yeah.
But all the way down in P17, unfortunately.
That's really unfortunate. He was having a really, really strong
He
race.
really was.
But yeah, just lap 7. Who knows? Keep fighting.
Exactly. Never give up.
There might be a green Aston Martin around the corner at one point.
Or another red Ferrari.
Ah, yeah, true. No, it's a green car, I see.
Let's see. Darth Timms has lost a position to Danko now.
Yep. He needs to try to stay with him now. And try to survive this first stint and then go back to attack mode on the hards.
Absolutely.
I think he's not happy with the tires at the moment because his battery is not looking too bad. So I think it's really just the tires. And yeah, if you drive on board with him, you can see it on the front left. The front left is
you can see how grained that is.
Yeah. Wow.
That's like Hamilton in
in Shanghai.
Yeah.
In 2007.
Yeah. He's trying to be aggressive, but his tires just aren't liking it.
No.
And yeah, he just doesn't have the straight line speed, unfortunately. In fact,
Connor Hardy.
Danko pulled away from him down the DRS straight. That is how low Danko's wings are.
And if you drive on board with Danko, you can see there's also some graining and stuff, but it's not as... Oh, I say that, but there are also some dark parts.
Oh, there are some dark parts, yeah. Particularly on the front. It looks the front left is looking pretty grim, to be fair.
Yeah, no, but Darth Timms are worse. Never seen that clear.
Excuse me. It's clear here because it's such an abrasive circuit here.
But if you see that now on Scottish Mav, the hard tires, they look a little bit better. But yeah, just realizing now that he's the first guy on the hard tires as well, and he's starting now to close the gap to Darth Timms. It was 4 seconds, I think. And it's now 3.5.
I think he's going to have to take those really long if he wants to get any sort of overcut.
Yeah, and he's with Brindle because Brindle is on the hards as well. They are both.
Yeah,
That's maybe why they're not fighting each other. Why Scottish Math runs really wide. I think that was a warning.
I think that was
And
probably a warning, yeah.
then the Swede is now having. I think he just lost the DRS. Yeah, he's also starting maybe to feel now the tire deck.
Heavy T's already pitted.
Darth Timms is also in the pit now.
That's
So he's
super
getting.
early.
Yeah, but I think it's maybe necessary when we saw his. Oh,
I
and
mean,
it's mediums again. So he's going for a
he's
two-stop.
going for a two-stop. Interesting.
Yep.
Because you can take the hard tyres 20 laps here at a push. I wouldn't take them further if I were you.
Mm-hmm.
But you can take them 20 laps.
Yep.
This is going to be interesting with Darth Timms on a two-stop. This is going to be very interesting.
Yep. But now he can push. He knows then that he has enough tire. He can really push now. That sometimes helps.
Thing is, Darth Timms is going to have to push hard and fast and make a lot of moves on that tyre if he's going to make this two-stop work.
We have Connor Hardy in a fight with Owen J. They're currently on P8 and P9. They started a little bit further back and now.
Good lord, Connor's actually made it into the top 10.
10.
This last to first thing isn't a million miles away.
Ooh, Brindle 3 seconds. That's the first of the top runners getting the penalty.
And Owen ran really, really wide out of that triple right-hander.
Yeah, but he managed to make a little gap to Connor again. But Connor is...
Again, I call hacks. Maybe. No, I'm joking. Oh, we have a yellow flag. Oh, it's an Aston Martin.
Metalhead.
It's Metalhead. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he was having a good stint on the hard tires.
The gaps are starting to form a little bit now.
Yep, indeed.
As Heavy T gets past Ashland.
And we have Scottish Math, who's getting into who's getting close to Denko.
Yeah, he is actually.
Keep closing the gap. Yep, the hard tires are now definitely better than the mediums.
Oh yeah.
But Lando Boris 6.7 seconds ahead. So this guy is on a mission today. He's taking the only chance he has against Heavy T. Heavy T is currently in P15, even though he has already pitted. But yeah. If he wants to have a chance on winning this championship, he needs to win today and wish for Heavy T to make as less points as possible, because he's 59 points behind. He has still 125 points to get.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he really needs to make inroads now.
Here's the thing, and not that I'm saying I want this to happen, but if there was a safety car on lap 18... Heavy T would be laughing with that early pit stop.
Yep. Ashley Bassman got a 3 seconds now. So his race is turning a little bit darker now, unfortunately.
Scottish Math seems to have slowed down a little bit now. Brindle does not seem to have slowed down.
No.
So this could get very, very spicy here.
Oh, but now Brindle runs a little bit wide. Gives Scottish Math a little gap now.
Oh, a little bit unsettled under braking there for Brindle. This is, in my opinion, the hardest bit when following the car ahead.
Lando Boris front left tire, Denko front left tire of Denko looks really horrible.
Oh,
it's
not
worse
good.
than the Darth Timms tire. I think he's going in now. Yeah.
Oh, Brindle. I'm not going to say he cut the corner, but he was close.
Lando Boris front left tire doesn't look too bad still.
God, Scottish Mav
That's
is just
nice.
so quick in a straight line.
Scottish, yeah.
Who have we got? There's not a lot of battling happening on track right now, apart from Brindle, to be honest.
Nope. Most of the guys are pitting anyways now. It's Danko. Yeah, like 5 guys are pitting.
It's the sensible
One
lap
more
to
guy.
pit off of mediums.
Yep. And it's coming out right ahead of Ashley Bassman. We're close.
Let's have a look. Danko is right behind Fire Rooster.
But Fire Rooster has not pitted yet.
So Danko's
Yeah,
going to want to make this move pretty quickly so he doesn't get held up.
And he came out just ahead of Heavy T. Heavy T 1.2 seconds behind him. Heavy T is going to try now to close the gap using Fire. He's going to be happy that Fire J is there, holding Danko up a little bit.
Actually, that early pit stop has worked so well for Heavy T because there's still, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people left to pit in the top 10. So he's de facto P4 at the moment.
Yeah, but the problem is he pitted really, really early, so I think he might not be able to go to the end. And I think these guys ahead of him, like Danko, they're going to go to the end.
Yeah. It's going to be really tricky for him to try and get those tyres to the end for definite.
Now let's see. Is he going to try a move as well on Danko? Here they go. They're passing Fire J now, but nah, he's
not close enough to Danko.
No.
Mark has said, this track is such a confidence track and suits some drivers more than others on some other slower and more technical circuits we visit. Can really mix the order up a lot. It really, really can. There are people who just love this track and just get this track. And they are so quick specifically on this track. Armor Red. No, he's quick on every track, to be fair. But yeah, there are some people who's just so quick on this track that it really, really does throw up some really unexpected results.
Yeah, interestingly, Lando Boris just came out right ahead of Darth Tims, and we remember that Darth Tims pitted already in lap 9 for new mediums again, so he's going to pit again. So,
now, here's a question. Do we think that Darth Tims is going to pit soon and go for hards? Or do we think he's going to try and go really long on this set of mediums and potentially go for a set of softs?
Yeah, lap 9, and then, that would mean that he needs to go like 12 laps or stuff.
Yep,
to go
easily.
For softs. Yeah, well, it's possible because in the one stop you can, you anyways have to go 12 laps with the mediums, but I think it's not the smartest call. I think going in at lap 18 or stuff for hards is the way to go now.
Yeah.
But, I think he needs to hope for his safety car anyways now.
100%, yeah.
Because, like we said, Danko and, most of the top runners, they don't have to pit again.
Yeah. But we have a new race leader. Brindle has finally got past Scottish Mav after 14 laps.
True. Sorry, I missed it.
So I feel he might have just looked after his tyres that little bit better. Because he didn't even do it under DRS. So he's, Scottish Mav runs really wide and loses DRS to Brindle.
Oh, that hurts.
Brindle might be able to run away now if he has a really good... Never mind, Scottish Mav is closing that gap again pretty quickly. Who's got the better straight line speed?
Ooh,
it's Scottish Mav. Yeah, that is much lower wings. Was Lando Boris has closed down on Simba. Is he going to get him into turn 1? Yes, he's well clear by the braking zone.
Simba is too smart to fight.
Yeah, Simba knows that's not his fight right now.
Yeah. Got his teammate coming up there. He's not going to defend either.
Is Connor going to get a move on Erky Boy here into turn 1? He is closing, but not enough. Erky Boy does run a bit wide. Oh, Connor's looking like he might send it.
Round the outside.
Is he going to get the power down? Erky Boy is still there. Runs slightly off track.
Oh, nice defending. Good stuff. Nice fight, guys.
That was some really good. Oh, and then Connor runs really well. That was some great on-track battling there. Well done, boys. I think that's our closest battle right now, actually.
Oh, that's actually best, man.
Oh, not again. That's so unfortunate.
Yep. These and then we have a fight P14, 15, 16. These guys are close as well, but other than that, well, we have of course Scottish Math still hanging on the DRS of Brindle.
Yeah, actually, he's not doing too bad, is he?
No, he's
like hanging on there.
The second phase. Maybe he had some graining and is now feeling better again on the tires. Sometimes you get like a second life out of them.
You really, really do. Like, I found with the hards, they had 2 graining phases. And as long as you can power through both graining phases, then you can get like 18, 19, 20 laps out of these hards.
Yep, totally.
Darth Tims has, again, significantly dropped off Lando Boris here.
Yep. Yeah, I think he's really hard on the tires, and then this track just gets horrible.
Yeah.
You feel like really, really good and really quick for 3 laps, and then after that you're just getting drastically slower. And it's so frustrating, because there's nothing you can do. Most of the times when you have like a TT setup or stuff, and have some settings that are really brutal on tires, then you're just a sitting duck at one point.
100%, yeah.
So yeah, I think he's definitely gonna go for hard soon, and then hopefully have an enjoyable race till the end and get some good points.
He's going to lose out a fair amount, so he's going to have to push really, really hard on those hard tyres to the end, but he won't have that far to go on them, so we'll just be able to go 100% all the way.
And Danko is increasing the gap to Heavy T, so I think Heavy T might pit as well. Oh, Scottish Mav is pitting.
Oh, Scottish Mav is in.
He's the first one on the hards there in the front.
Now, Brindle needs to push, because Scottish will get a heavy undercut on him right now if he's gone for lap 17. I mean, his mediums are not going to feel great by the end. That's a long way to go on a set of mediums, even on your final stint.
He's going to come out behind or right with the group of the third.
Is he going to get out ahead? He does.
So. He's lucky. Oh, perfect timing. That would have been really... Oh, but we have a nice fight from Connor. Round the outside against Erky Boy again.
Very nice.
Oh, they're having
finally
really
got the move done on Erky Boy.
But Erky Boy is not finished yet, I think. He's thinking of it. Nah,
he's considering, but very sensibly sitting back.
Now we have a Haas, its own, made a mistake or had a little moment. Connor on a hunt, already on the rear of Blurred Magic, running a little bit wide again.
That's not where the track goes, Connor.
He's taking some inspiration of your lines.
All right. You didn't need to drag me into it.
I thought you guys are friends, so I reckon he was learning from you.
On that note, Heavy T has caught up to Josh Boy, moving on from the baby Hornet abuse.
No, to be honest, Josh Boy just passed him. Heavy T is really struggling now on pace.
Okay.
But yeah, Darth Tims is pitting. He's going now for the hards, I think. Brindle with him.
Yeah, indeed. So,
Josh Boy as well.
Heavy T goes past.
I don't think he's really thinking of pulling.
Do you remember when I said that Heavy T can't be counted out of the podium?
I remember.
I'm just saying. Baby Hornet just knows what he's talking about.
The problem is that he pitted in lap 7. And I don't think he's gonna take
You're not wrong.
Tires till the end. It's hard. Oh,
he's
Danko,
got
3 seconds.
He's got a decent gap to Adam the Sweet, though. Yeah. So he can afford to let his pace drop a little bit from where he is currently. It's going to be tough. He's going to really struggle at the end of this stint if he does do the one stop from when he did.
Definitely. Well, I think it's too hard. But yeah, if he makes it, then big respect.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially because he has enough pace to get through the field.
Yeah. Now, Scottish Mav only pitted one lap before Brindle, but Brindle is now 3 places
Wow.
behind him.
Unfortunately. Yeah, we were on board with Scottish Math when we saw him coming out just ahead of the group.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Brindle lost it was just a lap too long. That's tough. Unfortunate. But yeah, let's see. Maybe he can make some progress. Heavy T
Actually,
now in the pits.
I hate to say this, Connor Hardy in P5 from
Yeah,
P20. What a
he's having a big drive.
drive!
Quietly. We just we just saw the pass on Erky Boy, but other than that, it was quiet. Heavy T coming out on P14, so that's now some heavy work he has to do. But yeah, he
Yeah,
even caught Heavy T from
he's got to
behind.
push hard and fast now. Darth Timms is in P9, so he's not too bad, but he's got
Yeah, but
progress to make in 10 laps.
the good thing is he's not having a penalty yet, so
Yeah.
if he keeps it like that, and if I haven't caused him now, he's gonna get some positions on that because there are a lot of guys ahead of him with penalties.
Yeah, I mean, the person
Because
actually in that pack who's going to lose out most is Connor with that 6 seconds of penalties.
yeah, unfortunately, you're right.
Make that 9 seconds of penalties. I'm not jinxing him,
So
I swear.
frustrating. But now Brindle might go for a move with his fresh mediums.
Oh, yeah, let's have a look.
Yep, here we go. Learned
Yeah,
magic
Connor's not able to fight that one, unfortunately.
Blood Magic going for a second stop. I didn't realize.
Interesting. I wouldn't have seen that coming.
No, me neither. So that's him as well, a little bit further down the order now. After having a podium, his second podium of the season last week.
Yeah. Scottish Mav right on the back of Adam the Sweet for a podium position.
That's Scottish Mav on fresh mediums.
Do you know what? Scottish Mav is having an absolutely brilliant drive, to be fair. It's been very quiet. We haven't seen him very much, but he's just been really consistent today.
Yep.
Oh, and he runs really wide there, though. Don't go and get yourself a penalty now, mate.
You're trying to get the curse from me.
I told him not to, so I'm being a good boy. I'm supporting Scottish Mav.
True. Oh, Darth Timms.
Ooh,
With the 3 seconds.
That could hurt him now. It's only his first one, but the podium is looking mostly full of people without penalties, apart from Danko.
Yeah, Adam the Sweet really having also a good and quiet drive. He started, I think, somewhere around there on P3. For now, fighting also for P3, keeping his nose in between the white lines.
There's a few people who have been having very quiet races. You haven't really noticed them very much this race, but bit by bit, they've just been working their way up the order. I'm just really intrigued to 2 seconds. What am I looking for? Position changes. Ivan Dunera, he doesn't count because he's a reserve. Connor Hardy up 14, obviously. Simba and Owen J up 4. Brindle up 3. So there are a few people who've just had really, really tidy races today.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate with the penalties because besides of that, Connor is having a brilliant race coming from the back. We have to say that. There's not been any safety car stuff. It's just on pure merit. So that's a big drive.
It's the hard thing is starting from the back. Obviously, you need to
Mm,
push to make the positions, but here, if you push just that little bit too hard, you run wide.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
Here comes
Yeah,
Scottish
you
Mav,
have.
finally making the move on Adam the Sweet. Oh,
Mm,
but Adam doesn't back out.
no,
They're side by side,
beautiful
going
fight.
into turn two.
Giving the room. Now the
Ooh,
switchback.
Scottish Mav goes for a switchback, but can't
Ah,
quite
but yeah,
make it
needed.
work.
Yeah, nice positioning. Beautiful fight.
That was a beautiful little battle.
Today the driving standards are really good again. Really
Yeah,
enjoying watching
absolute
that.
respect to Tier 4. Not a single
Yeah.
safety car. There's been some really
Oh, Simba
tidy
and
on.
Heavy T. Aye, that was. We were just causing it. Come on, guys. There was some little pushing around, some little contact, but Heavy T made it through, but got a
So
penalty now in the
we'll move
process.
swiftly on from
Oh,
that
and
one.
Simba got pushed from the back. Oh, and Jay missed his breaking point. So yeah, we shouldn't have said it. Now it's
No,
starting.
we've
Come
cursed
on,
it.
guys,
Sorry,
calm down
everyone.
again. It was looking good. But yeah, we have to make a little shout out. We just have 5 guys left without penalties.
Yeah,
You're doing a really great job.
yeah, fair play.
Man,
This is the most
Evandonera and
difficult one, so good
yeah,
job, boys.
Brindle getting another one.
Brindle is
Why?
pushing so hard to try and catch
Yeah,
up to Scottish Mav that it's
yeah.
just
At least he
causing him to
caught up.
run wide.
Yeah.
So let's have a quick look at the penalty situation, and they have started piling up a little bit.
Indeed.
Actually, Connor, as the penalties currently stand, isn't going to lose too many positions.
Not just 2, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Ivan Gennaro will have to pit again because he's a higher tier reserve. So we don't count him. He'll lose one to Darth Timms, possibly one to Heavy T if Heavy T catches up. But apart from that, I don't think he's actually going to lose any.
Oh, Connor had a. Oh no, it's not Connor. Who was it?
I don't
But
know.
yeah, we're having a fight. Adam the Sweet, Scottish, and Riddle are still fighting. But I thought I saw Williams going slow. Ah, it's Mr. Sex letting them through.
Ah, there you go. Very, very good blue flag etiquette. We like to see
Yep.
it.
He's now getting company from his teammate.
Voxidian says Lando Boris is in Narnia by now, surely. Not quite, but he's getting close.
Yeah.
That is mental that he's 12 seconds ahead.
Yep. He's just on a different
Unbelievable
level today.
drive.
You have to say it. Yeah.
Because, like I say, when I was comms in Australia, Danko seemed inhumanly quick, and now we're here, and Lando Boris has come back.
Yeah, and you're still If you look at the pace of Danko, you have to say he's also tremendously quick. He's having a gap from 10 seconds to P3, so he's also really showing that he's having pace on its own.
Can I say one person who is not making progress right now is Heavy T in P10.
Well, he is. He was 6.5 seconds behind, so he closed the gap to 4.7. But yeah.
But not as much as you'd hope from our championship leader.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But he has by far the freshest tires. So I think once he gets to the group ahead, they are all in a nice gap to each other. They're all like slightly over a second out of each other. So you just can pass them lap by lap with DRS. So I think we might see him back in, even to P5. P5 is still in it.
Yeah. Can't count him out. Darth Timms is making progress, and he got a 3-second time penalty. I just need to stop. Can we see pit stops or tyres, please? You can, in fact, see both, Mr. Hodgson. So that is the tyres that we are on. And as we've said, Heavy T is by far and away on the freshest hard tyres. There's a couple of people towards the back who've done that extra stop fairly recently, but it's actually quite a mixed-up group. Oh, Brindle, hang on. Oh, he sends it on Scottish Mav up the inside. Can he get the move done?
Really respectful.
Squeezes him.
Oh, no. Scottish, come on. Oh.
And there's your pit stops for you, everybody. Josh Boy has got his 3 out the way already. Fair play to him. Ivan
that
Giner
was
has done
so
his 2.
unfortunate.
Yeah, that was such
He
unfortunate
just
contact.
understeered a little bit more than he wanted, Scottish Murph. I think there was not much that Brindle could have done differently. Or who was it? Adam the Sweet. I think there was enough room, but it was just
Yeah.
the little understeer.
Brindle went
Really
for a
excited.
slight squeeze, which was completely fair, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
Scottish Mav might have just understeered a little bit. But we might see it in the stewards, and that's not our decision to make.
Yeah.
But Brindle is looking very rapid right now, right on the back of Adam the Sweet.
The mediums are still working.
But is he going to be
Adam
close
the
enough?
Sweet
No, go on.
doesn't even have to fight it too hard because he's still having no penalty. So if he just stays with Brindle, he's going to be fine.
Yeah, exactly. He's in a very, very comfortable position here.
And we have Darth Tims now on Connor as well.
Oh yes, and through goes Darth Tims.
Yeah,
and Scottish Mav is going to be on a little bit of a fight back here as well. He's had very good pace all day.
Yeah. After his spin where he lost the P3, I just realized that, with the penalties of the guys ahead, if he manages to close the gap a little, he might be back on his position where he was earlier, even with this half spin.
Yeah.
So it was good that he kept, he kind of caught the car and managed to get back on track quickly.
Yeah, 100%. Brindle is a confusing man for me right now because he's got so much pace through the whole lap, but just can't get the move done on the DRS straight. This was me in China in Tier 1. I had so much pace through the middle sector. As soon as I got to the DRS straight, off they all went.
Yeah.
It's a really infuriating place to be.
Yeah, that's so frustrating. You cannot do nothing. You can drive the best you can, and still there's nothing you can do because you're just too slow on the straights.
Like here he is, only 4/10 off. Is it going to be enough?
No.
It's not looking great.
And he's even trying to attack. He's using battery. This Adam the Sweet,
he gained
Aston Martin is looking brutally quick on the straights. And now in the corner section, Brindle is quicker. He's going for it. Now maybe on the traction.
Is he going to go for a switchback? No, he's got to sit there.
This car is a rocket ship on the straights.
And now Darth Tims has caught up and he's thinking, oh no, I'm in a DRS train. I'm so close to a podium. Scottish Mav has caught up to Connor though. Obviously doesn't even need to make the move technically because of penalties, but...
Yeah, but maybe he hopes to get also something.
Yeah.
To maybe get Adam the Sweet somehow.
Exactly.
You never know what might happen with these guys ahead fighting.
Let's see if Brindle can have any sort of run through the triple right-hander to set him up a little bit better for the pit straight. What we've established is he more or less needs to be within 2/10 of Adam the Sweet on the pit straight.
But Darth Tim's also looking racy. Might also try to go for it.
And he's further back this time at 5/10. Does Darth Tims have the disgustingly low wings he needs? He's gaining a lot quicker, but not enough.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, Darth Tims, the strategy is looking better than I thought. He's here in the fight for P3 with his two-stopper.
Yeah, heavy T down in P9, still not making the progress I thought he might.
Yep. And Brindle was thinking of it going here for the move. Now Darth Tims is close. This fight is getting crazy. The second to last lap, of course. There's not much time left.
Let's not see any crazy moves going into the last lap, please, gentlemen. I say that as Darth Tims tries to have a look up the inside of Brindle.
Still being patient. They're both running wide, Adam the Sweet and Brindle. Now Brindle another 3.
Oh, and then... Darth Tims ran wide the other way, tried to have a look up the inside, but thankfully decided to back out. Good grief, boys.
And now
Brindle knows if he doesn't do it off the DRS straight, he can't get the move done because Adam is so quick in a straight line. Actually, Darth Timms could get a move done on Brindle here because he is faster in a straight line.
Yeah, and he's close now.
He
They're
is
all
so
close.
close.
Now Brindle is really close.
Oh, is the slipstream going to help?
It's not enough still to go.
Still not enough.
How quick is this Aston? Crazy. But
But
now
the
on
Aston
the corner.
runs a bit wide. Is Brindle going to get alongside? Goes for the switchback.
Nice.
That was a beautiful exit. They're side by side. Oh, please don't go through this next corner too wide.
Yeah. Takes in behind.
Little bit of contact, but oh, they kept going. Oh my gosh, I'm having a heart attack here, boys. Keep it clean, please.
Ooh,
he goes again on the outside. Oh my gosh.
I'm watching it from the onboard from Darth Timms. It looks beautiful. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, this is so stressful. I mean, absolutely brilliant racing.
Lando Boris finishing, by the way. Congrats.
Oh, well done, Lando.
Drive.
You're in
really
a different postcode, so we're focusing on a battle, I'm afraid. But very well done, sir. Connor got Darth Timms.
Connor just, interesting.
What a send by Mr.
Danko.
Hardy.
Also
yes, well done, Danko and P2.
And here they come. Brindle.
Darth Timms got an extra 3 seconds.
He tried everything, but Adam the Sweet brings it home.
Yeah, he's Adam the Sweet's in P3.
New.
Brindle,
That's his second
Connor,
podium, I think, in his third race. Not
Connor P8 after penalties.
Big drive.
From P20. That is a massive result for Connor.
Especially because it was P6, I think, on track. Heavy T and P5, you see?
Yeah. Oh.
Who called it? Who called it? With the penalties, not too bad. Yeah, that's a good comeback drive.
Well,
that's damage
corrected.
Limitation.
That is massive damage limitation by Heavy T. What a result by him.
And yeah, another drive, another race where we have all racer finishing.
Yeah, and
tier 4,
zero safety cars.
Yep. Big drive again by the tier 4 guys. And I saw a lot of clean driving today again.
There's been some amazing on-track battles today. Yep. Fair play.
Beautiful. Yep.
Wow. That was, honestly, that was a great race to get to commentate on.
Yep. Yep. But tier 4, it's normal by now. I'm not surprised anymore.
Yeah, that was just, outstanding. Fair play to the boys. Another win for Lando Boris. He's got his eyes set on that title still. He's not going to let Heavy T run away with it that quickly.
Yeah. He's doing what he can. Winning and hope to get more points than just 5.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
He did. I think, Heavy T got a little lucky that there were so many guys with the penalty, but at least, not at least, I mean, at the end, you need to be in the position to not have any penalties and to, profit from it. So
absolutely.
Fair play to him.
So yes, our provisional finishing positions, obviously subject to stewarding. Lando Boris takes the win, followed by Danko and Adam on the podium. Then you've got Scottish Mav, Heavy T, Brindle, Darth Timms, Connor, Erky Boy, and Ivan, rounding out the top 10, who's obviously a high 2 reserve, so will not get driver's points. Then you've got Simba, Owen, Blurred Magic, Man, Fire J Rooster getting the final point of the race, followed by Josh Boy, It's Owen, Ashlord, Metalhead Matt, and Mr. Sex down in P20. So, Saviour, who is your driver of the day?
Yeah, well, I have to say, obviously you can't just say Lando Boris, because if you win like that, you are obviously the best driver today.
Bit boring, but okay.
He is driver of exactly. That's why I want to keep talking, because there have been some beautiful drives.
Yeah.
My heart wants to give it to Adam the Sweet, because he managed to defend this P3, with his low wings and stuff on the straight. It's not easy. defending like that for
Yeah.
so many laps. So that's my call for driver of the day. And of course, I have to give it to Connor, even though, yeah, if you get so many time penalties, then it's like there is a little on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a big drive coming from P20 to P7 on track or P6 on track. So
He was
big
P5 on
respect to him.
track, actually.
Or P5 on track, even better. That's crazy.
And it pains my
Really big
soul
respect.
to say it, but Connor Hardy is my driver of the day.
Yep, I understand.
Yeah, that was a brilliant drive from him, so fair play. So thank you all for joining us. We are done for the night. We will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m, where Tier 0, our no assists boys, will have their turn around Qatar. And thank you for joining me, Sadie. It's always a pleasure being on comms with you.
Yeah, thanks. I can just give it back. And yeah, hope to be back soon.
Absolutely. We hope to see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.
Later.